Have you been trading in the market for a while and you see that there's opportunity here? Maybe you're trying day trade, maybe you're trying swing trading, but it just seems like no matter what you do, you gain a little bit and then you lose a lot. You gain a little, you lose a lot, and you can't really find that consistency. Well, I have something for you that you might not be aware of that can actually provide a lot of consistency for you, a lot less stressful, a lot easier to put on these trades and kind of have them in the background for you. And it can become your bread and butter when growing an account. It's called selling vertical spreads, and I want to take you through this video to show you exactly how I did it. In real time, I'm in a trade right now. I'm up about 50, 60% on the trade, about $300 right now in the last 2 days. No problems at all, nice and easy. I'll break it down for you and show you exactly how I did it, why I'm thinking about it, why I put it on, so that by the end of the video, you have a full understanding, and maybe you could start doing this as well. Get rid of some stress, be more consistent, and start growing your account the right way. Let's get started and I'll show you exactly how I do it. So here I have a stock called NVO, Novo Nordisk, and what I noticed the other day, it popped up on my scanner and you can see here that it just kind of was consolidating for a while, and it had a really good pop all the way up on basically news that they had a 20% success rate with some new drug that they had. So it wasn't that crazy of news. It wasn't something that's revolutionary or anything like that. And a lot of times with the pharmaceutical companies, they'll have really big pops like this, and then they end up falling down. Now, the key to my type of trading that I like to do kind of on a regular basis to have in the background of other trades that I put on is when a stock gets itself beyond the Bollinger Band, so the blue line's here, when it gets beyond the Bollinger Band and it extremely extended, then it likes to come back inside, right? So we can see here, anytime, go to any stock, put Bollinger Bands on it, and you'll see, anytime it gets out of the Bollinger Band, it wants to work its way back in, right? So this one had a big explosion of volume, which would normally be good, okay? But the last thing I think you want to do here is say, oh wow, it exploded up, it's way out of the Bollinger Band, I'm going to buy a lot more and hope it goes up even farther. Because that's just a recipe for, not making any money, having your options, if you're going to buy options, having your options basically fail on you, and you're just going to lose all the value in them. Now, it was a little bit riskier because we did have the earnings coming up, because I put this trade on yesterday, or this day, 3 days ago. So we did have the earnings coming up, but I felt with such an extension out here and such low volume prior to the day, prior to this explosion here, and typically with pharmaceutical companies, you will see a big jump and then it kind of just falls down from there. I thought this is perfect for selling options. So what did I actually do? I come over here and you can see down here, I sell the 190 call. So I sell at what's called a vertical spread, and I only went 8 days out because it still gave me a really good credit, and price was actually up kind of where I was selling. So you can see price actually kind of continued nice and high. So if I go to the 15-minute here, I actually sold right around here at the height of the move. So because of that, I was able to get a really good credit, and I sold the 190 call and I bought back the 195. So you can see here, I sell the 190, I buy the 195. It's called a vertical spread. I get a 670 credit on selling, and I only pay 480. The difference between the two gives me a credit, okay? So I was actually able to get a credit, and then now we see this one is worth only $1.37, and this is only worth 45 cents. So if I sell something up high and then it ends up coming down in value, it's kind of like shorting a stock. I can then go and buy it back, so I can get rid of these contracts now at a much lower price. And you can see in just a couple days, I'm up $285 right now. So it's fluctuating around, maybe up 330, maybe 350, 285. It just depends on where the stock's going. But as this stock continues to fall down farther and farther, if it does end up falling down farther and farther, then those contracts are going to become worth even less, right? So I'll actually be up even more. Also, what happens is when the earnings do come out, and the earnings weren't that great, the options lose their value because sometimes you'll have something called implied volatility, and implied volatility will increase because people don't know, are earnings going to be good, are they going to be bad, and there's anticipation there, and that uncertainty creates a higher value to the options. Once the uncertainty goes away, the earnings come out, people understand what's going to possibly happen in the future, those options lose value because the implied volatility comes down, because the uncertainty is no longer there anymore. So you can take advantage of that as well. Now, sometimes you got to be careful with that, because if they had an amazing earnings and it ended up going up really high beyond beyond my stop loss up to 195 or 200, then I'd be in the hole there. But I was willing to take the risk on this one because it extended itself so far beyond the Bollinger on the daily. And I just know that statistically 90% of the time, these like to come back in. So I took a shot, and so far it's worked for me. You can see I'm up 277 on it in a couple days. That's about 50%. Now, if we dive a little bit deeper, if you're interested in this, we dive a little bit deeper and we can actually look and see. Okay, this is the trade that I put on the Analyze tab, right? Now, the blue line is showing me basically the expiration profit and loss. So this is going to expire. These options are going to expire on August 18th. So the profit and loss expiration is the blue line. So I have the potential to make $570. The purple line is showing me the real-time profit and loss. So you can see here, I'm up 290 because this is currently where the price is. As long as the stock stays below this red line here, so about 191, 191.92. So as long as it stays below about here, as long as it stays below here, right, I'm going to be fine. So this is what's brilliant with selling these options. The stock can kind of go like this sideways. It can fly all the way down this way. It can tank completely. It can kind of just muddle this way. It can even from here come up a little bit. And on expiration in about 8 days next week, I will still be able to win. That's a lot of different ways for me to win. Now, I'm already up basically halfway there. Oh, now it's saying I'm up. Yeah, this is, sometimes when there's not a lot of liquidity on it, it'll fluctuate a lot. Right now, I'm up 324 on it, okay? So I can actually sell. So this is the credit that I bought, right? So this is the one that I sold before. So I could literally just come in here and I could sell it at 85, buy it back at 85 cents essentially. And then I would make a profit on that. So this is just a really great way for you to kind of look at the market a little bit differently and kind of have steady income coming in for you. That's not as stressful. You're not trying to hit home runs, smack it out of the park and make $10,000 a day, but you are making consistent little gains every single day, making little gains here and there that can really help your account in the background. I've done many videos on this now if you check out my channel, and I just break down like how I actually do this all the time. I have one video where I showed you where I've doubled my account doing exactly this. I did have 2 stocks that are helping me out kind of along the way. But a lot of the bread and butter that I do is I'm just looking for stocks that are fully extended out beyond the Bollinger Band and want to come back in. And I sell vertical spreads above. Here we see one over here on my scanner. I haven't looked at this one yet. We see XOM. This one's extended, but it's kind of, this looks like it could still have a bit of a run because it's not like crazy extended up like we saw on NVO where it's all the way down here and then all of a sudden it's up here. That's a very good extension. This is more, looks like it could be a really good trade to maybe take going the other way, possibly. And then let's take a look at Nike. Nike looks like it's trying to break out. Maybe they had some good news today. I'd have to look into it. This isn't exactly the full extension that I would be looking for. This could also be something that might be looking to maybe make a breakout. We'll have to see. I could keep my eye on that. But basically, I'm looking for things that are very overextended beyond the Bollinger Band, just like NVO. We can see the difference now, right? This is a full extension, way beyond where it should be. It probably wants to calm itself back down and chill out for a bit. I sell calls, I sell vertical spread calls up above the price up here. I wait for the stock to fall slowly back down. Once I get to about 50, 60, 65, 70% of the move, which I'm at about right now, I make the $300. I get out, I move the capital over to another trade. That's exactly how I do it all the time. You can check out the videos on the channel. Thanks for sticking around this long. If you found some value and you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, I'd appreciate it. Kind of keeps me going here. And I'll catch you on the next one.